That is so bullshit. If you were watching the last stream, you'll notice that we got the loading screen with the Gargoyle Sisters on it, the one where the PS5 just says, "Oh, I'm not going to stream anymore because for whatever reason, it just does that." Like we had that problem farming for the Katerion mags, the Holy and the Fire Knowledge mags. Every time we got that loading screen with the Gargoyle Sisters, it would log out the stream. And apparently that problem is still persisting, which is very annoying. But for those that come back, I welcome you. I apologize. There it is. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream. It's just you get that load screen. It's just you get bricked. Oh, very annoying. I know, and it's just a PS5 thing too. So, like in reality, it affects a very small minority of players. Oh, I got a big friggin' jug of iced tea. I bought it yesterday. It was on sale. Like I think it was like 2 liters of iced tea. It was like $2 or something. I don't know. But I was at the store yesterday. Dropped my mom off at physio, and then I just went for a walk. And got a big thing of iced tea, and I got a nice cooler bag. Like it's not like a cooler bag, but it's like a grocery bag you can get in the store instead of like a plastic one. And it's all like insulated inside. And I'm like, this will be nice if I ever want to bring a drink anywhere. So I bought that, and then walked it back to the car. And then yesterday, like we have this place in town, like it's been around since I've been like 7 or 8 years old. It's like our local like game shop place. It's called like Gamezilla, and there's a bunch of franchises of that across our province. And like when I went there, like I went there when I was in grade 8 for like a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. It was the summer of grade 8, like going into high school. And the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament for some new set of cards that came out. It was like Darkness Justice or something. Dark Justice. I don't know what it was. It was when like Evil Heroes were coming out or something like that. I don't know. And it was a tournament for like a sealed tournament. So you just got a bunch of packs and you made a deck with what you got. So it wasn't just like this huge meta bullshit. It was just playing the game, your basics, use what you get, etc. And I went there in grade 8. I've never gone to an official Yu-Gi-Oh tournament in my life. I went there, did the sealed, I won first place. Like I ended up playing a guy who worked with my mother at her job, and I ended up beating him in the finals. Like I never lost, I just won, because I just had my fundamentals down pat, like how to play the game. And like I went to that card shop, that game shop, this cool, awesome place, and it was like way different than it was. Like I went there, I won. They gave me like a booster box worth of cards. Like I had so many cards. It was awesome when I won. And anyway, fast forward. Like that place, I'd gone there multiple times. I remember there was a time when I was playing on PS3. I was playing. It's weird how like time frames in a gamer's life are determined by what game they played at the time. So like Onigiri is this huge like epic span, but I was playing the 100 Night. I think it's just called the 100 Night. Anyway, the witch and the 100 Night. I was playing 100 Night. At that time, like I just got bored or something. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the Gamezilla place and see what they have. And I went there, and they had like anime poster printouts they would do for you. They had like anime. They had plushies. They had like all this cool stuff that like you couldn't get anywhere else. Like it was an awesome little treasure trove of like, you know, anime stuff and nerd stuff and just like a fun place to go. And I'm like, my mom said, oh, the place you dropped me off, it's near there. I'm like, oh, I'll just go there and like, you know, chill for like an hour. This is yesterday. And I get there and it's so devoid of anything. Like it's just modern bullshit. Like all they had, and I repeat, like they had board games, like a bunch of different board games. Like they used to sell video games when I was in high school. We rented a GameCube and Smash Brothers and Mario 64, or not 64, but Sunshine, like Star Fox. Like we had a coupon to like rent a system with some games. Like This place used to be like a game rental place. Like, they used to be like a video game thing. And they were just a little bit of everything. And I go there yesterday, and it's just like, they just had board games. They had like, just like, they had more Funko Pops than, they didn't have a single video game. Like, they just had a bunch of fucking Funkos. They had like, the only anime figures they had were all Goku, Vegeta, or Gogeta in some way, shape, or form. That was it. A whole display case of just Goku. Like, what kind of mainstream shit is this? And like, everything else was just little tiny, like, Japanese striped fucking bandana. But little just like pathetic stuff, like convenience store shit. Like little packs of cards that no one will play, like just little like gotcha bauble things. And then they had cards. They had like Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards online. They had Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic. That was like their big draw. That's all they had. They were just a glorified card shop that didn't have cards in a case with prices on them. Like, when I used to play Magic, we went to this other place in another part of town. That place is fucking good. They were a comic shop. They had cards by the case. You could buy things by the box. You could do custom orders, trade and stuff. Oh, that other place is so good. But it was just, they had a case of Pokemon cards, not a single price on them. I don't know what they're going for. I don't play physically. I play digitally because it's like 150, like it's like 1/20th of the price that you'd pay. It's like, oh, you get this pack for like $6 a pack. I get them for 60 cents. Like, so to me, it's like, it's cool, but they were just a glorified card, board game, and Funko place. I was like, what is this? Like, our EB Games, which is the equivalent of GameStop, has more of a selection. They have all the video games. They carry 50 billion Funko Pops, or whatever they're called. And they have board games. They have Dragon Ball Z Monopoly. Like, it was just a worse thing. Oh yeah, like once people started finding out about Charizards and card prices and all that stuff. Yeah, you're right. But it was just, I couldn't believe the downfall of this place. Like a place that I had gone when I was young, like a cool place. It was just card games. Like, it was just the 3 cards games, Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! A bunch of Goku figures, board games, and then a bunch of Warhammer shit. Like, that was literally it. That's all they had. Was like, you could break it down into 4 categories. Before, it was a treasure trove. Like, they used to have manga. They used to have all this stuff, and it's just gone. I was just baffled. The guy said, anything you want? And I'm like, I'm just browsing, but there's not much to look at. And then I ended up leaving, and I walked down the road, and because I had an hour to kill. And there was this other place. It was a place my buddy had told me about at work. He had told me about it around Christmas time. He was saying, what's he saying? He said there was this place called Nerdful Things. He's like, you should check it out sometime. They got some cool stuff. And I said, okay, cool. And I never went because, like, that was, like, COVID time, and I hate wearing a mask, so I'm not going to go anywhere because fuck that shit. So, and I'm still like that. Like, I'm in and out. I am not a browser. If I have to wear that thing on my face, I ain't going nowhere. Anyway. But I ended up, it was actually like right down the road from the GameZilla store. And I'm like, oh, that's where it is. I thought it was somewhere else. And I went in, and that place was like 1/5 the size of the GameZilla store. Like, it was just like an insert in like a mini strip mall kind of thing situation. And they had games. They had old games. Like, I couldn't believe some of the prices too. Like, I'm probably going to sell them some because it was ridiculous. But they had all these Game Boy games. They had like the Pokemons. They had Tetris. They had like all this retro stuff. They had like Guitar Hero, Rock Band stuff. They had all these Wii games, PS2 games, PS3 games, like everything up to like PS5. Because just like you wouldn't find, it was like a pawn shop, but actually good. and it was just so much stuff. And I was like, I almost bought Ocarina of Time for the 3DS because they had it for $20. I'm like, that'd be pretty good. But then I thought to myself, I don't play 3DS. I have it, but I don't play it. So, fuck, I wish that was a console. Hey! Fuck! You little Daruma. So, that's the difference between PS5 and PS4. PS4 Daruma, I'd be able to turn around PS5. Like, nah, bro, we loading. You're already gone. You're in the next dimension, my man. But I went there, and I looked at the price. I just took at my phone as if I got a message. I took some pictures, like all slick in that, in case, I don't know, they didn't want me to. I didn't care. Sent it to my friend. I said, dude, like, look at this. And he looked at it. Yeah, they do. They need to. Exactly. Like, I have the Master Quest edition for Ocarina of Time on the GameCube because my mom pre-ordered Wind Waker for me as a child because she loved me. And so I had the Ocarina of Time remake for GameCube with the Master Quest. Oh, I couldn't even beat that as a kid. Oh my god, I couldn't figure that shit out. But it was so cool to have. Like, it was so awesome. And I would love them to just redo that stuff. Like, don't make anything easier. Just HD remaster 1-to-1. Just let us have fun. You know. But I looked at the prices, and I looked, and I was like baffled. They had Pokemon Heart Gold, like not in a case, just in a glass case of cards, like of game cards on top of little pieces of paper to tell you what they were. They had Pokemon Heart Gold going for $150. Now, mind you, this is Canadian, so this is more like 120, 110 US, but it's still the same. It was still like $40 for the game anyway, back in the day. But like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, 150 for a DS game? Holy shit. And then they had, I think, Pokemon Black for like 120. I'm like, oh, that's good money. And then they had Pokemon Fire Red for like 94. And I think X and Y were just like 40 or something. Like, they weren't too high up. But I was really surprised to see that. Heart Gold's like 300. Like, I'm like trying to find... I'm like, I gotta find my Heart Gold and get $150 for it. But I can't find it. I went looking for, like, because I'm like, I have this stuff. Like, I'm not gonna play that again. Like, if I'm gonna play that again, like, I'll emulate it. I'll play it as a randomizer. I'll do it as a Nuzlocke. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do. Like, I've done that. Like, a long time ago, me and my friend wanted to do a Pokemon... It was an ultra randomizer. It was so annoying. But we wanted to do, like, a Soul Link Nuzlocke because we love the concept of it. We love co-op stuff. But we didn't get too far in it because I was in university and all this shit, so... But it was a lot of fun. I would love to do that. Like, Heart Gold would be so fun to do because you have, like, 4 generations of stuff, and it's just awesome. But that's the thing, like... I wouldn't have any qualms selling it because if I wanted to play it again, if ever that occurred, I would play a ROM of it, you know? So, I'm trying to find it, but it's not where I thought it would be. Like, I have a copy of White 2, I have a Black somewhere, but I did end up finding my Ruby. I found Ruby. I found Fire Red, which was going for like 90 something there. I found Fire Red. I found Ruby. I found X. I found Omega Ruby. I didn't really play Omega Ruby much. It's weird. Like, I got it, but then I just don't play. Like, I just got it to get Diancie, and then I just stopped. But now, and I found Pokemon Coliseum today, just a little while ago. And there was another one I found too. Yeah, Ruby and Fire Red, that's what it was. But if I could find all that stuff, I guess, eh? Like, and I was telling my friend, because he came over and we were talking about it, and I'm like, Imagine if we would have known. Like, imagine just going to Walmart and buying like 4 of these things, like factory sealed, and just saving them for later. And it's one of those things you wouldn't know, right? Like, oh, I just got like I have like a bunch of rubies or heart golds, and I just have them like factory sealed. Like, another one that I probably wouldn't part ways with because it was so fucking good. I love the game, was the Metabots games on the Game Boy Advance. Those were so good. It was such me and my friend loved that game. Oh my god, Metabots. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but Metabots on the Game Boy Advance, Metabee and Rokusho, they were fun. Those were some fun, like, it was like turn-based, but it was like time-based RPGs. Oh, really good games, and like, they go for a lot. Exactly, right? Like, we were looking up prices of like my buddy was just looking up stuff, like, oh, this one's factory sealed, this is this. Like, if you had one, like, factory sealed, like, you have the plastic around it on the box, you have the official Nintendo symbol on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, had we have known, like, I could have bought, like, there was a point in time when I went to Walmart and they had Pokemon Black or whatever in the bargain bin, and I already had it, so I didn't get it. But, you know, that's, you never know, like, between now and then, they could have made an episode where Pikachu is trying to be Mimikyu, and he's like, I'm gonna look like Pikachu's gonna be Mimikyu, and he's dressed up as, I don't know, some white Pokemon, and he looks like a KKK leader, and then Pokemon gets canceled or something. Like, and then your investment would flop, but it's a very low tier investment, right? Like, no one would know. It's just one of those things. It's like, you'd have to be like a crazy collector kind of guy to set up for that. Right. Like, I kind of want to know what they sell for, like what they buy stuff for at the shop, because I've never seen prices like that locally for stuff. But I wouldn't mind. Like, if I could find my heart gold, I would sell it for like 150. That wouldn't bother me. That wouldn't bother me at all. Like, if I could find them all. I have a platinum. I bought a platinum at one point. Right. Like, I also found my Pokemon Coliseum, but I don't know how much that would go for. What else did I see? Oh, they're probably in that fucking drawer right there. I didn't think about this drawer. I have this drawer where I keep a bunch of stuff, but one of them, I didn't open it. What's in here? Oh, that's just a pencil case. Fuck. Oh well, it's not in there. But, like, realistically. Right, I imagine. And the thing is, nowadays, like, yes, I have my GameCube right next to me. Like, it's underneath my PS5. Like, my GameCube is always closed. Like, it all depends what you could get for it. Like, I could sell Sunshine. I could sell... I would never sell Double Dash. You'd be off your fucking mind. Oh! I couldn't sell Melee. I couldn't sell Double Dash. But I could sell, like, Sunshine. I could sell other things. But... Oh... But it all depends what you get for it. Like, if I could get, like, 100 plus per game, that would be wild to me. Like, if they told me they would buy my Fire Red for, like, 80 cash, I would do it. Like, the Fire Red was actually a gift from my friend, the same friend I talked about. He gave it to me. He's like, I don't want this anymore. He's like, you want this? I'm like, okay. So, like, I wouldn't mind that. As we say in the business, that's OC. But if I could walk in there, get, like, if I could find my heart gold anyway. If I could get heart gold for, like, 120, whatever. I don't. Obviously, they must sell things for more than they're worth. Like, they have to make a profit on things. But, oh, that'd be nice. Like, if I could just pick up a grand, like... Fire Red will be worth more eventually. Right. Like, they're used, they're not, like, not played, you know what I mean? Like, bandana! Right on. Like, they're not sealed or anything, obviously. But the fucking craziest one I saw, I couldn't believe this. Okay, there wasn't the craziest one, but they had them sealed. They had sealed Pokemon Stadium 1 and Pokemon Stadium 2. They had them sealed, and those were fucking expensive. I think Pokemon Stadium 1 went for, I want to say $250. $250 sealed with the adapter, I think, inside of it. Because it was sealed, so the adapter has to be inside of it, the Game Boy reader for the N64. That one went for like $250, I think. And Pokemon Stadium 2 sealed was going for $300. Oh, like, I remember, like, it was one winter, we were on a snow day and, like, school was canceled. And I went with my mom to the grocery store, and they had Pokemon Stadium 2 in the bargain bin. And I'm like, Mom, please, get this for me. It's, like, in the bargain bin. Like, I had rented this game time and time again, because I used to rent all the time as a child. And I'm like, Mom, get this. And it was in the bargain bin. And we got it. I was like, oh my god. Like, I don't know how much we paid for it. I didn't really care. It was like $15, I think. Oh, for sure. Like, I imagine if you sold things directly to a collector, like, if I did, like, a private auction sale on, like, eBay or whatever, right? Like, I could probably start the bidding at 100 and see where it goes. You know what I mean? Like, and you could probably get higher, or whatever you want to start it at, and see how it goes. It's just, it wouldn't be too bad. Let's see what I could get. But yeah, they were going for 200 and 300 for the Pokemon Stadiums. I wouldn't sell my Pokemon Stadium either. I have both the games. I would not do that. Oh, I bet they are. What was it? I couldn't believe they had. You know what they had in the box? They had, like, Majora's Mask in the box, and it wasn't going for, like, more than 100. I was like, what the fuck? I love Majora's Mask. That's just me as a person. But, like, I remember looking at it, it wasn't as crazy as the Pokemon stuff. Like, they had Majora's Mask for, like, not, like, in the box, not more than 100. I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. But the one most fucking baffling thing to me, and I took a picture of this one, was they had a PlayStation Vita game. A Vita game for $250. I'm like, the Vita's not that old. Like, what the fuck? They had a Vita game. Hey, Divinity, how you doing? They had a PlayStation Vita game for $250. And I was like, what? For $250? What? And I didn't play that many Vita games, but, like, I couldn't believe that. The game was, yeah, it's like 2010s, that's right. I was working at the time when I got mine. But it was Danganronpa 5, and it was up for like $249. I was like, what happened in this game? What's up with this game? Like, I know the Danganronpas have been around for a while, but, like, I don't know what makes this one so special. Why does it go for that much? I don't understand. But that was, like, this huge outlier. It was, like, the one Vita game in the entire store. They did have a lot of PSP games. Yeah, it was Danganronpa 5, V, or whatever. Yeah, it is popular. Yes, it is. But it was going for $250. I was like, what the fuck? $250? Like I couldn't fathom. I was like, what? What's this all about? Actually, I have that picture on my phone. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick here. Yeah, so it was Dangan Rampa 5, Niz of America, $249.99. Heart Gold for $149.99. They had a lot of other things, like, I'm just looking here, they had Super Mario Bros. For the DS, $11.99. A lot of things like $5, $10, whatever. Assassin's Creed on Vita, Street Fighter, or Jak and Daxter on Vita. Some game Killzone on the Vita for $50. The picture is not that big, but I just couldn't get over that Danganronpa and the Pokemon. Like, they had Fire Red for $90. Like, it was wild. Back to the boost real quick there. So, like, I'm kind of, like, tempted. Like, if I could find that stuff, like, if I could walk away with, like, $1,000 for what I have, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Like, that wouldn't bother me. But you're right. I should check out this, like, what they're going for online. Like, you know, just cartridges, whatever. Like, what I could get on eBay, you know? Then I'd have to ship it and all that stuff. But it'd be interesting. I'd like to see what I could get. Yeah. And I imagine it the thing where you walk in and you see that shock value of like, oh my god, I could get that for this, and then they have one copy that's like that, and then they sell other copies online for those prices. You know what I mean? Like, you run a dummy copy. Like, you show that price, say, oh, I can get that for that, and then people put it up for that, and then you buy it, and then they sell it. Like, it would be like in onigiri terms, if I were to completely undersell, like, let's say a Tempest, and someone's like, what? Like, but it's still a big number, right? So, like, let's say at the time, I used to sell Tempest for 3,000 OC, and that was for people that would, like, specifically ask them of me, for me to make them. So, let's just say I sold one for, like, 1,000, but I know their true value's 3,000. And this brings up, and I make it very public, I make it very aware that, oh my god, Tempest go for 1,000. And then people say, I can get 1,000 OC for that? Steal, bank, whatever. And then they go and make Tempest and sell them for 1,000. And then, like, I know what they actually are worth. I buy them up for 1,000, which is a third of the price. And then, like, I sell them to the people that actually come after me and ask me to make Tempest for them. And then I just sell them to them for 3 times the value. Now, that's not something I've done, and it probably wouldn't work that way. But that would just be the onigiri equivalent of, like, doing, like, that's a business tactic you can do for getting people to bring in their stuff and then selling it more. Like you said, like, they could have Heart Gold out there for 150. They know nobody's going to buy Heart Gold for 150. Like, no one's going to walk in that store unless they are a collector and buy Heart Gold for 150. They're going to be like, oh, well, I could just play a ROM of that, just like I'm saying, and I'll just sell mine for 150. They get it for 150, they turn it around for 300. You know what I mean? So they make that extra profit. Like, that could be a business tactic that's being employed. Or maybe they just don't care, and that's just what they sell it for. Because they know that it will never leave their shelves if they sell it for more than that. But it's just a theory. A game theory. I don't know. A pawn theory. But I've never seen prices like that compared to the other pawn shops. Like, the other pawn shops we have, they don't sell things for that huge prices. like like one of them mostly deals on like 360 games, PS4 games, like Xbox One games. You never see it. You never see those kind of prices. You always see just used stuff, people trading, and just like more of a market for the middle class, let's say. A lower middle class, just a place where they can like, oh, they bought a game, they sell it, they get another game, without their money going to like, you know, EB Games or whatever, and them getting like a pennies for what it's worth. Like I remember I had a game that my friend got me for Christmas, and I hated this game. I tried to play it. I hated it. I hated it so much. Where's my drops? Hello? 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 Dude? Dude, what the fuck? Hey. Hey, man. I want a 300. Dude. Kaji. Hey. Hey. What the fuck? This is bullshit. A minute of my life stolen from me. Just for a fucking Suyu weapon. Right. That's right. That was some bullshit. But at the same time, I got my gaming computer from a pawn shop. Yes, my drops got pawned. I got prawned by the crabs. Like, my gaming computer, like, up to date as of 2018, bought it at a pawn shop, 700. Like, someone needed quick cash, that's how it went. They had something of value, they said, I'll just make a better one later, or whatever. But right, like, even if I don't sell them now, it's still interesting to see if, like, what I could get for it. It's getting really muggy. Feels like it might thunder. Macchiato. But yeah, it's just completely, Oh no. It's kind of nostalgic, isn't it? It is the Sleep Reward Update today, isn't it? I did experience, and that's why, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have 7 OC. 7 OC. I used my last 30 energy to restore. Right. And then they're just like, this thing only has 280 health? What? That's so weak. My Pikachu starts with like 200 or 300 health because the meta is just so toxic. There we go, a Myrtle and no bandana. Fucking bandanas, man. So, what the hell? My phone's like not looking at anything. 1200. Yeah, that'd be worth. Like, the most excitement we got out of the digital version of the Pokemon TCG was that Calrex Shadow Horse came out. And, like, me and my friend each pulled one. And we bought, like, 50 packs each on, like, opening day for the Chilling Reign. And, like, at the time, they were going for, like, people, like, were trying to buy them for, like, 30 packs or 25 packs. And so a whole bunch of, like, 25, 26, 27. And I was able to, like, get one for 30. So I was able to, like, I'm like, I'm not going to use this. I don't have the V. So right. But I got this digital card and I traded it for 30 packs and opened up, like, other cards. But I was hoping to open up another one from the packs, but it didn't happen. But I've literally gone through, like, 3 of them and sold them all for 30 packs each. See ya, Blue. It was really good talking, man. You're really knowledgeable. And it just became this game. And then my buddy got like the alternate art one that's worth like 75 packs. And he's like, he opened 2 of them in like one stream. I was like, what the fuck? Me and my friends are freaking out. But it's kind of fun, like it's exciting, because then you're opening packs, trying to open more packs, and kind of works like that way. I kept getting the ice horse. I sold like 3 ice horses, got like 30 packs, and then opened a shadow horse. I'm like, yay. And I sold that for more packs. And it's just fun, like every time I buy those packs, I bought like 50 packs, and I got like 40 packs from what I opened worth of trading. So it's like I doubled my money. It was really fun. You invincibility bastard. I think I've gotten 3 bandanas in half an hour, which is fucking right. That's how it goes. Oh, fuck. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is far too forsaken for me. Like, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is the most toxic game. Hey, Bushi, how you doing? Changed your picture. I can't really see it much, but it reminds me of that character from the Rubies. Ow. Oh, right on, right on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm all out of order. I don't know where I'm going. I'm like reverse clockwise right now. We call that counterclockwise. Counterplay. But I must say, I was actually kind of hoping someone would come in stream and be like, holy fuck, why are you so close to 133? No one noticed. My bar is really fucking close. Probably just not in someone's interest, I imagine. But I've been working on it. Almost there. Like, I enjoy Magic, but like Magic reaches a point where it's too, like right now apparently there's a 1-turn kill in Standard, which is like really bad. So I'm kind of glad I got out when I did at the end of Avacyn and Ravnica. And then I'll play like the one on the computer a bit. You should be. I think so. Right now, experience is at its lowest point of acquisition, like experience dungeon. Like there's a dungeon boost inside. You technically don't need to use any accompanying boosts in the dungeon. You'll be fine. If you pop a 200 or even a 100, you're getting like, I don't know, I want to say 10 more bags a run, depending on if luck is with you. But you know, if you're gonna spend energy, you might as well spend it like balls deep, right? Like you're not gonna finish outside. You're gonna go all the way. But like the acquisition of energy is so low right now that it's the best time. Like we've had this before where it costed 50 or whatever, but I don't think it came with a dungeon boost inside of it. And the dungeon boost lets you get away with using a 200% or a 100% or whatever you're comfortable with. You don't even need to use one, but you should at least use something. Log in or whatever. That's my opinion anyway. Frick, it's fish. I've been able to, like I want to say I've done maybe 3 or 4 boosts of it. Nightmare mode, yeah. Like everlasting night mode. That's all they need. And that's literally like Oni mode, but then there's like the Oni of Everlasting Night. But yeah, they just need Everlasting Night mode. Night Terror mode, whatever. Like, they could just call it purgatory mode. We have a word for this. We have a term. Like, now imagine that. It'd be kind of bullshit. But, like, imagine just a mode where all the dungeons are 150, but the only thing is you're not allowed to bring, like, a Vanguard with you. Like, you can't bring a Vanguard or a mount. It has to be done on the player's ability. Now, it'd be kind of boring, and it wouldn't make the money. That's the thing. It would just sell more Sublimes, so I can't count myself out. Because, like, if they were to release a mode like that, like, that's the thing, they don't make a lot of money off experience farming. Like, if someone wants to, if every single player on the system all farmed Dew Creek to hit 135 or more, they would make, eventually the players would run out of boosts, and the players would have to start buying a boost every, like, the players would have to start buying a boost every, 10, I don't know, every 3 hours, they'd have to spend $3. But you'd have to have you'd have to have, like, half the population all doing that for them to, like, really make a dime off of it. But if they just brought back the premium platinum booster, I mean, they did, but they make it super fucking good. Like, if they make it like 100% experience gain, and you pay, like, what was it, $20 every 3 months back in the day, like, then they're making money. Because everyone's gonna get that, like, personal fever time for 90 days. Like, that's Welkin Moon, baby. And then on top of that, release these new dungeons to make the experience gains. Like, oh, I'm getting 1 billion experience a run. If I got 1 billion experience a run, that's all you gotta say. But they won't, because they will make $3 per restore every 3 runs of the experience dungeon. Not every 3 hours, not every 3 minutes. Every 3 runs, someone will charge 30 OC. And that's the difference between us and PC. Or even Steam. They pay 10 OC to restore. So whenever they want to level up, it's 1/3 of our price. This is really weird. PS5, or the PS5 is showing me, like, all these old tweets or comments that you guys put. What's going on here? You can't stop looking at your boings? That's understandable. I also suffer from mammary gravitational disorder. It's where the light contorts around the mammaries and it forces eye contact with them, because that's the only place they can find light. For everything else is a black hole. That was really weird. Like, the PlayStation 5 just started regurgitating, like, a bunch of old tweets, comments at me. It kind of looks like tweets, though. Booty hypnosis. Yes. What's that from? Oh, I see. Chio is the target. But what show was that? Sekirei? Not Sekirei. The one where they... Keijo, that's it. Keijo. I watched the first episode of Keijo. I should watch more, but that's all I've seen. Oh, well, I hope that hits him, because that's a lot of energy. Right. Earlier we had, like, a little stream going, and then we got that loading screen with the Gargoyle Sisters, and it took too long, and the PS5's just like, nah, I'm out of here. Close the stream. These stupid sandals or whatever these are, bandanas. Striped bandanas, man. They're I literally went into this thinking Basha was the hardest. And then I thought like Onimata Tabi was the hardest. But no, it's this one. The one that I used to farm for the dancing water back in the day. This one. This one's the hardest. Can I have the fucking big dude, please? Quick. It's not fair. We need fever. We need island fever. Oh, Monster Musume is fun. Funny thing, that's one of the anime that I watched that I read as a manga before it was an anime. And you kind of feel kind of proud when you read a manga before it's an anime. Like it's like, ah, yeah, I was all about this shit. Like I was reading it in university, I think. It was like, this is really fun. And then there was another one I read a little bit of, and it became an anime, but I never watched more of it. I don't remember what it was called. It was like some guy, and there was this girl, and he was like a thief. I don't know what it was. Some girl was like an android, and this guy was like breaking into buildings or something. Oh, Gene bending over. Ara Island. That's right. Ara Island. Oh, for sure, for sure. That's what makes it fun. Like, on a face value, I could never get into freezing. Like, I've tried to watch it numerous times, and I just can't get into it. I think it's just, like, the violence. I gotta finish Valkyrie Drive Mermaid. I've only ever made it, like, 4 episodes in, and then I try to show it to somebody to, like, watch, and then I just don't keep watching. But I want to finish that. How's my farming going? I've gotten 3 bandanas this boost, and that's a goddamn miracle. Okay. Like, if this doesn't pan out, I'm gonna check how many Oni medals. You got 20 blood. I never got into Blood Sea. Fuck, how much is 20? How much is 20? I'll talk to you at 200 runs. How much is 20? That's all I have is 20. Fuck. I have 7 OC. Hand them over. I never got into Heaven's Lost Property. A lot of shows I didn't get into. What was one I saw when I was a young lad? Did you guys ever hear of Mouse? It's an older anime. 210 model show. That fucking sounds about right. That sounds about fucking right, Pat. That sounds about fucking right. Wait, what are you saying? Wait, really, too? That I never saw Property? Yeah, I never watched that. The hentai show. There's a lot of things I have to watch. Baki. One guy at work watches Baki, but it's kind of too... I think it's just too violent for me. Like, I would just be like... There's a threshold for me. Like, I like when things get intense and the fighting's fun, but I don't like it when it's just like death and gore and just like... Now, mind you, like, there's differences. Like, I like Attack on Titan, but it's different. Like, from what I've seen of Baki, it's just like, I'm gonna rip your whole fucking skin off and then, like, beat the shit out of you with your own muscle system or whatever. Like, oh, you're this invincible bitch. Haganai is awesome. Haganai, I loved Haganai. Haganai was amazing. Haganai, like, the reason why the ending would be confusing is because it's not done. It's not terminated. It's just at a point that could conceivably be one, but there's room for like a third season if they wanted. But Haganai was awesome. That's such a good anime. The dub's really good too. I love Haganai. The Neighbors Club it's such a good story. Like, it's just fun. It's fun. It's good. It's life lessons. It's awesome. And Senna is the best character. I remember I was like supposed to be studying for something, and I was just in university, like just watching Haganai in the reading room, just loving life. Because I used to download all the anime and just watch them on my laptop when I go to school and stuff. Haganai is awesome, for sure. I used to just like, I would binge watch just anime. Like, I watched a lot of stuff back in the day. There was one I watched, it's not Van Dread. That was like a space show, but it was like hentai, but it was like the main character had to get some like, it was like, I don't know, some kind of, it's kind of like, I never watched it, but like I imagine how Darling in the Franxx works, or Dimey Dowler works. But like, he needed to get like this emotional connection to one of the female pilots, and then the robots would fuse, and then his robot would be super robot, and then they'd fight aliens. It was kind of fun. It was in space. It was like Star Trek. You invincible bitch. Hope you have fun swimming. Fucked. Bandana? Fuck. That's my favorite show. That is my favorite series ever. High School DxD. It's my favorite. I have like posters and a bunch of paraphernalia, and just, I have a Reus mouse pad right next to me. Like, that's my favorite. I love it. English dub of DxD, greatest thing ever. Oh my god. I watched like the 4th season like this year. Oh baby. I love it. I love it. I've watched the 1st season like 5 times. Oh my god, it's my favorite show. I love it. Like, I don't know if you guys ever look at the background of my channel art, but it's literally just a blue-haired Reus Gremory with water and shit everywhere. Like, a guy made that for me. Oh my god. Fist. It's like it was chosen for you. But where do you go from there? You started at the top, and everything else is just disappointing. Now, I did. Was it you telling me to watch that? Because someone was telling me to watch, it's Ragnarok, I don't remember, it was like, it's not Legacy of Ragnarok or something. But yeah, my buddy was right into it. Like, he was like, dude, like, he was researching a whole bunch of stuff, and then he was watching it, and he's like, dude, he's like, Logan, you gotta come watch this Adam fight. He's like, you gotta come watch Daddy Adam. You gotta go watch it. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. He's like, yeah, but you have to watch like the first 2 to understand. I'm like, okay. And then we got to Daddy Adam, and he's all like, look at this, and get to that one part, he has this one quote, and he's just like, oh yeah, that's our man. That's our fucking man right there. And we watched, I finished the whole thing. Like, he stayed over till we got to what, episode 5 or 6, and then he left, and then I finished it off. I actually really liked Kojiro stuff, because it was all Onigiri. I was like, oh, I know this story, I know this. But I actually super loved the Kojiro fight. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Hey Valkyrie, I'm farming some Anra Allen. I got 8 minutes on this goddamn boost. Also, yesterday, me and some friends farmed Purgatory Hell for 4 hours straight. We got like top times too. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like 8 and 15. Because the party changed too many times. Oh, and I'll say it again. I said this last stream. Whoever said that Purgatory Hell took 25 minutes was full of shit. Was complete full of shit. Like, that totally disinterested me and like scared a bunch of people like not wanting to do it. They're like, I don't want to do, and they would look at the time. It's like, this took 25 minutes. Like, we don't want to do that. That sounds like a lot of OC revives. I don't want to do that shit. Oh, let me fucking tell you, that bitch takes like 3 to 5 minutes tops. it's not like, it's not what you just running from bombs and shit. But it's not that bad. But we ran her. I never heard of Radiant though. I don't know what that is. But now I'm kind of in the runnings to get all these Purgatory Ogies as they come. So, and I think it only took like, use the old fuck. You'd be lucky to hit him with an Oni dagger. But right, like, I kind of hope it's just like Alsame next. Ah, no, that's right. Don't. Well, you were there. You were there. I don't know if I saved this clip or not. I hope I did, but I got hit. But I was getting, like, I couldn't stream it because you guys know we would crash way too often. Like, the stream would not be reliable. It would kind of be choppy and it would be kind of not really fun for you guys. But the one part I hope I saved a couple clips that I want to upload or edit or whatever. But at one point I just get smacked by Tensho. I get hit. And I'm just like, why is it white? Why does it hurt? Oh my god. That's like 25,000 damage. What the fuck's going on? I'm like, is he hitting me with holy? And the guy I'm with lectures is like, yeah, he's holy fire. I'm like, he's holy? Fuck, I have negative like 200 holy. I'm just like, fuck. And I started running. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like, I thought he was dark. No, he's way too dark. Fuck. Why couldn't it be both? I was fucking... Oh, I was so sad. I was like, holy fuck. He just slapped me like, pop. I'm like, oh. Oh my god. This hurts. I ended up... And I had like a silhouette on, which was negative fire. And I had to see hello, which was negative holy. And I said, this fucking sucks. It hurts so bad. When that run finished, I went in there with like neutral element. I went in there with fire and dark, so or fire and holy, so I just wouldn't fucking die. I'm like, this hurts. I changed my build, started taking 8,000 less damage. I'm like, alright, this is fine. Doing like 2 million a tick, that's fine, we'll get him eventually. I'm just like, fuck this hurts. I don't want to do this. Like, fuck being optimal. I just don't want to fucking die. Oh, I just get fucking slapped. I was like, oh fuck, he's holy? No one told me he was holy. Oh. Yeah, we got 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 15th. That's right. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then... I saved one clip of like Shikibu going in on him. Now Shikibu doesn't do that much damage to him. She could do like damage cap with the Sweet Sun, but I would get the balls on him. And the balls weren't hurting for that much. It was maybe like 2 million a tick with the build I had. And it was still like 4 million a tick, and I'm like, this is constant DPS, and I saved this clip of his health going from like 50% to 0 because he just fucking wouldn't move. I was like, this is nice. So I do have a clip of just, I was like, this is constant DPS. I was right fucking roaring. I was so happy. I want to make a meme though. I'd have to edit it. Like, I don't know how to do that. My friend knows how to do that. Like, you edit, like, faces. You superimpose faces onto, like, videos and stuff. But, like, for anyone who's ever fought Tensho, you know what I'm talking about. But, you know the anime, I think it's the Zombieland saga. It had the meme where she, like, I think it's that anime. Where she's, like, leaving the house and she's like, Ikimasu! And then the fucking truck, like, hits her and just isekais her. Like, I want to take that scene of the anime girl leaving her house, like, Ikimasu, and just Tensho just fucking running you over out of fucking nowhere, because it happens. Just like, oh, I thought I was, like, in the corner. Nope, you're just fucking isekai'd. Here comes the fucking Tensho isekai truck coming to, like, fucking revive me. Like, oh, that's what it feels like. It's just like, alright, I'm ready. Like, one time I just, like, vanguarded to Genbu, and it's just like, Ikimasu, fucking dead. And I'm like, oh, well, okay then. Alright. I see how it is. Yes. I did. I would die. Like, what the fuck am I? I was fucking panicking. Because fucking Tensho, or all the Dragon Arcs just fucking steal your stamina. Like, when you get hit by the big tornado bullshit, you lose stamina. You can't roll anymore. You just can't do shit. And it's just like, oh my god, there's bombs. It's just me screaming and running. And at one point, what's it say, Vlectrus asked me, he's like, are you just rolling and spamming Ogies? And I'm like, fuck, when did you get my Aurogiri handbook? I thought that thing was fucking locked up tighter than this. He's fucking started roaring laughing. It's just like, it's true. What else do you want me to do? Like, it was literally, that's all that was happening. Are you just rolling and using Ogies? Yes! How did you know? Is there a better way? I don't know. Oh, but it was a really good time. But as Fist was saying, like, my vanguards kept dying, and I kept forgetting to summon them, like, before the dungeon, so I'm like, oh, I can't prayer crystal them. I just gotta summon something good to monster. And I swear, the last runs, my second last run, I summoned Sasaki Kojiro because I was excited from the Ragnarok anime. Because Kojiro's good to monster, like the normal Kojiro. I swear to god, I transformed like 3 times that run. And I did like 30k with some Ogi. I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. Ah! But I did it. I'm like, she's good to monster, and I'm like, she's not good to the crystal. I'm like, fuck, she's not? Oh. But I had Sasaki Kojiro in there. I had Miyamoto in the last run because she was good to monster. I didn't even get the Vanguard. I do think that if Aosame or Gakuho are next, that's going to be a lot better. Aosame is going to be the easiest one to fight, I think. I think Aosame will be able to get, like, sub 2-minute runs pretty consistently. Because if you get a party with, like, Keiji can be wind or fire, whatever you have better, and it's going to work. Like, 30 seconds, I knew it. I think that's going to be the definitive one. Because we didn't really use Vanguards. It was just me bringing a Vanguard for the fun of it. Genbu was really good, though. Genbu's got this spin around attack, and it was like 7 million a tick. It was like damage cap a tick to the crystals. Like, she really, she pulled her weight. But I was surprised how like it's not really Vanguard dependent. Like I would just first aid until everyone loaded in, and then we just go in, just give myself a head start. I'm gonna be at, if I'm at 25, I'll be happy. 23, go suck a dick. I got 2 bandanas in an hour, dude. I did like a fuck ton of runs. 117. Oh, this is hell. In the words of Android 16, I have no other options. I don't even know if I can do this, but I have to go see if I could try. Oh. Nairi, how you doing? Sup? I bought the bow temperature. True. Oh, I'm ready because I got Whirlwind Thrust Sublime. I have Whirlwind Thrust. I'm ready for Ausami. I have Fire too. I have Koto Mags. Like Ausami's literally. If you have Koto Mags, so Ausami's your bitch. You have Ice. I mean, Ice doesn't matter, but you have the Wind. You have the Fire. You know, we just got our Fire Mags. Do I want to sell for Min? What do you mean by sell? You got a bit of fire? Yeah. Are Senryu still like 9,000? Oh, fuck. Oh, I could do this. Where are they? There it is. This is my last resort of 400% boost. Are you saying you would sell me striped bandanas? I didn't click on this. I didn't click on this at all. Where the fuck's the YouTube? Oh. But legit, my strategy yesterday was just wear a bunch of like I was wearing a Kotanoa. I was wearing I don't even know what else. Maybe a Cielo, but I just had 2 Leviathans on for rain. Oh, don't tell me this. No. Oh. What did they go for Min? Oh, fuck. Fuck. She doesn't sell Ariana Grande? Oh my god. No, 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 I will not. No. No, 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 no. No, no, I'm not selling you bandanas. No. I'm not selling I need the bandanas. No. No. No, I thought this was the opposite. I thought you wanted to sell me your bandanas. No. No, that's not happening. No, sir. No, sirree. I need those bandanas. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I've done this. These are LTD? Oh, okay. Go back in. Thanks. The dirt tickets in here. Why are they 100? Oh. Alright, now we got the big boy guns. A little something I like to... Oh, I need them too! We both have 20, but you're at like 210. Oh. We gotta get in there and start killing Kaji with a bow, if you know what I mean. Does anybody in chat know how much experience it takes to get to 134? Because it's not on the wiki, and I don't know how much it is. I have no idea how much that is. I've been asked that a lot. Like, how much does it take to get to 134? Like, 133 is like 419 billion? You have 400 too? I'm gonna run for a while. Do you want to run with me? Soul leg. I need those. How many soul legs did I use yesterday? I used a fuck ton of soul legs yesterday. Soul leg, soul leg, soul leg, soul leg. It's not recent. Soul leg will be in the 800s. Better be in the 800s. Where's soul leg? I used 26. No. What are you talking about? You can't. I don't think you can double drop together. It's like a player specific thing. It's not universal. Like if your goal was to double drop, unless you're using Kentucky, that's something different. I don't know if that's you or not, but like if someone were to do the double drop, it only works for the person doing it. Like we've tested that in the past. Holy fuck, it's muggy. I gotta open a window. Oh, I shut off the dehumidifier so it wouldn't be loud, but holy fuck. Oh. I gotta open the front window and the back window so there's circulation in here. Holy Lord. There we go. Whew. Oh, what's going on here? I need some iced tea. Oh my god. Oh. Did I repair? I did. Okay, Kagi, how many Igetsus did I get? Meteorites, what's that? Cool. I didn't get that many Igetsus. Sashuseki, now that's something we used to need back in the day. I remember getting I had Sashuseki in bargains. Oh my god. Is that a tentacle? Oh! And I gotta say, kudos to everyone who's ever made like the Aoi and the Akane weapons. That's way too much Shadow Mine for someone to do. Oh, no, I think my alcohol's full. I can't see their name. He asked me that, but I don't see him anywhere. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, like, have you guys been up to date on... Oh, Jesus, there's a mount right there. I can't see it, but fuck. You guys up to date on the limited time achievements? What's this one? I have to identify 5 weapons. But there's like free rewards to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck! 4. I identified a whole bunch and then just fed them to Vanguards a little while ago. Do desu ka? Really? Usually you can like slip one out, no? Okay. I did get a tentacle. Darkstone. Oh, the Darumas. "26 model ships, my god." Okay, cool. Now I can identify and get that one challenge done. Oh, yay! Oh, Heavenly Ruretsu Tachi. One of the best weapons in the game. So what was that worth? 50 identifications gets you the last achievement. An artisan sword. Well, I'll take that. That's free. Cool. Cody. What bow was that? The Earth? The Mini Earth? The Mini Earth. The Mimir? Mimir. What's that sword? Oh, it's a skin. Alright. I guess we're ready for Anra 2 Electric Boogaloo. So, it was fun. I'm glad it was fun for you. Sado. Where is the boost that I just bought? The big guns, as it were. Guess I gotta use the LTDs. Alright, 400. Work your magic. Do you guys think a 400 is actually gonna matter? Or am I still just gonna get a bunch of shit? It is 120, isn't it? Still, that's not that bad. It's just when I've been doing islands, it's pretty bad. Oh, we DC'd. So, stream's gonna go down. Stream's gonna come back. Hopefully, anybody that wants to comes back.